Moments ago, Kathy Griffin saw something in crowd that she doesn't want anyone to see. A reporter from the Gateway Pundit interrupted Kathy Griffin and her lawyer for the disgusting Trump-bashing press conference. What she says next is psycho. This reporter showed her something so shocking below. You can watch the video below. Watch the video of Kathy Griffin below via Golden State Times. Watch the guy with the leather jacket and the blue shirt.
You did everything wrong.
Okay. I don't know how this girl works. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. In December 9th, reporter Shirley quoted you as saying that you were happy to deliver a beatdown to Donald Trump and also to Barron, and that you, quote, wanted to go down hard on Donald and go direct for Barron and Trump.
When is this quote?
So this is a quote.
Yeah, I said that in my act.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said that in her act. So
Years ago.
So you admitted you're going after Barron and Trump. Is that what this is all about too?
I think a comic should be able to make fun of everybody. Like
I apologize. My question was for Lisa.
Oh.
So are you aware that your client is trying to go after Barron?
Okay, so that's a ridiculous, misleading question, and no, she hasn't said a single word here today about Barron. He was talking about something from a comedy act from years ago, I think. And let me talk about this issue of children. Okay, we can have edgy comics in America. Comics can say things that are not appropriate for children. Comics can create images that are not appropriate for children. Many things on the news are not appropriate for children. I'm a parent of 2 adult children and a teenage foster son. It is my job as a parent to filter out what is appropriate for my children. It is not the job of a comic to filter everything down to the level of an 11-year-old. She gets to make the comedy and the art that she wants to make, and the parents decide what's appropriate for children.
You think every news organization can block out, Trump can block out every news organization tweeting out this photo?
You know what? There's a lot of disgusting stuff about Trump on the news every day, like the fact that he's making us the laughing stock of the world.
Why would she go after Barron?
Okay, you know what? There are other people here. She did not, wait, hold on. She did not go after
another liberal nut.
Piece had to do with Barron, so you're trying to make something that's...
What are your thoughts on reports?
I make fun of everybody in my act. I make fun of I'm like one of those people that makes fun of everybody in my act, myself the most. But I'm super real, and I sort of have this gauge. If it's real or it's shocking, and sometimes I say shocking things to kind of wake people up. But yeah, I said that during a live show. I make fun of everybody in my act. I make, you know.
How do you know?
Wow. Disgusting. This is pure comedy gold. Kathy Griffin won't acknowledge that she struck terror into Donald's young son, Barron. TMZ said that sources told them that Barron was watching TV and then saw what Kathy Griffin did, ran out the room screaming, "Mommy, Mommy," as TMZ, he's 11. He doesn't know who Kathy Griffin is, and the head she was holding resembled his father. Let's take a quick. Kathy Griffin speaks about the controversy. Really, this lady is like...
Hi everybody, I'm Kathy Griffin. I am really nervous right now. I've never done a press conference. I don't really know how they work. Feel free to jump in. And when I get nervous, I like make jokes, so I'm probably gonna like stumble and stuff.
She's gonna make some comments, and then we'll do questions. Okay?
I sort of had a speech prepared.
So let her talk.
My notes are by the wayside. It's all off the cuff. Look, I'm not afraid of Donald Trump. He's a bully. I've dealt with older white guys trying to keep me down my whole life, my whole career. I'm a woman in a very male-dominated field. I love what I do. I love making people laugh more than anything in the world. And I have learned over the years that sometimes when you do stand-up, and I've done it in a war zone, and I've done it at Walter Reed Hospital, and I've done it at Carnegie Hall, sometimes people want, a joke that's out there and a little crazy. So regarding the image that I participated in, that apology absolutely stands. I feel horrible. I have performed in war zones. The idea that this, made people think of this tragedy, have been touched by this tragedy, is horrifying and is horrible. Trust me, if I could redo the whole thing, I would have had a blow-up doll and no ketchup. You know, I make mistakes. I'm an out there comedian. I'm an in-your-face comedian. But I just wanted to say, you know, if you don't stand up, you get run over. And what's happening to me has never happened, ever, in the history of this great country, which is that a sitting president of the United States and his grown children and the First Lady are personally, I feel, personally, trying to ruin my life forever. Forever. You guys know him. He's never going to stop. I know him. Let me talk to like a camera, like
another Hillary Clinton.
And I might make a couple jokes because I'm super
blaming
nervous.
everybody but
Everyone's
herself.
pointing to the camera. This one. All right, I was sort of looking this direction. All right, so I know him. All right, so the Donald, it's me, the Kathy. If you guys don't know this, if you meet him, he wants you to call him the Donald, which I've always thought was the weird. And I remember saying to him the first time, okay, I'm the Kathy, and then it went right over his nest. Okay, that was a joke about his hair, but I have seen eggs in it. Like, I think I've seen, allegedly, I am teasing the president because this is America, and you shouldn't have to die for it.
Why don't you
The
do
death
it about
threats that I'm
Obama?
getting are constant, and they are detailed, and they are serious, and they are specific. And today it's me, and tomorrow it could be
You're
you.
not getting arrested.
So, yeah, I'm an obnoxious comedian. I'm not the most famous person in the world. I'm just standing here with Lisa. I have an amazing First Amendment attorney, Alan Isaacman. If you're not familiar with his work, he won the landmark case, The People versus Larry Flint. I believe so passionately about this. If I don't stand up and say this, I'm afraid there's going to be some 12-year-old nerdy girl like me in Forest Park, Illinois, who's going to maybe be watching me to see what I do. And this bully and this president, of all people, is going to come after me? He picked the wrong redhead. And he's sort of a redhead, although it's sort of like a parfait cup sometimes. I mean, there's like a red and then a yellow, and I don't know. I think Melania does a lot of nice and easy. I don't know, but maybe she doesn't.
Disgraceful.
The point, I digress.
She's disgraceful.
So that's what I do, you guys. I improvise. I try jokes.
That's
My mouth is really
considered
dry
an
because I'm so
apology,
nervous.
right?
But I don't want this to happen to anyone else. I tour for a living. I love doing it. I perform everywhere people want me to laugh. And honestly, one night it's a performing arts center, and the next night it's 2 shows in the Potawatomi, Wisconsin casino. And there's been a change, a real shift change. And, you know, starting maybe obviously about 18 months ago, where Fox News ain't got nothing on me. Although I think you should know, my mother, who thinks Fox News is real, is not speaking to me because she's in love with Tucker Carlson. So I'm even in trouble with my mother. So don't worry, everyone hates me. I do. I need water. I'm probably shaking. And I'm afraid I'm going to get that under boob sweat, which is really the bad one. That was not appropriate, right? That wasn't appropriate. Okay, so I'm not good at being appropriate. I only know how to do comedy one way. It's in-your-face comedy. I keep it real. I'm going to make fun of the president. And you know what? I'm going to make fun of him more now. More. So I'm not going to threaten him. I have no desire to harm him or anyone. I would never want to harm anybody. But, you know, I made fun of W. I made fun of Clinton. Oh, God, remember the Monica dress days? Those were the days. You could make dress jokes all day long, and nobody tried to kill you. You shouldn't have to die for this. I'm under a Secret Service investigation.
And the first family did not come after you with any of the other presidents. You know, it is so unpresidential for them to respond to a comment.
I get what I am. I'm the shiny object. I get it. We all know what's going on here. They're using me as a shiny object so that nobody's talking about his FBI investigation. All right, I get it. And I made a horrible, horrible mistake, and I made a horrible call. I understand. But everywhere I go, people actually come up to me. And like I said, I go everywhere. It's what I do. And they say, you know, oh, I'm a housewife and my kid's been driving me crazy, and oh, I just needed 2 hours to blow off some steam, and I'm glad you went there, and you're saying the things I'm thinking. Those are my peeps. I'm not for everybody. I'm barely an acquired taste, frankly. On a good day, I'm an acquired taste. But honestly, my whole career, I'm 56 years old. I'm 110 pounds wet. I've had everybody turn on me, and I just want to make people laugh. That's all I want to do. So I screwed up. But I want the gay guy who came to see me in Lake Charles, Louisiana a few weeks ago, who said, I wanted to come here because I'm scared to come out, but I get to come here and laugh for 2 hours. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I'm here. It's honestly, it's not for me. It's for them. I think a few people might actually be watching me, and I want them to see this old dame. I'm not laying down for this guy. I'm going to make fun of him. I'm going to make jokes about him and the housewives and Kardashians. But, you know, he does provide a lot of material. I mean, gotta be honest. He really, it's a good time to be a comedian. It's scary to be a citizen, but it's a good time to be a comedian.
That's great.
You know, this woman, yeah, it's different, the comedy. Where was the punchline in the, when she held up the head? What was the punchline? How is this considered comedy? It's vile. And then she cries as if Trump is going after her. No, the Secret Service is going after her. The Secret Service is, because that's their job. They have to look into these things. There wasn't any joke, any smiles, anything. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.